So I've finally got my hands on the Austrian Auto OC0818 Studio Set, a large diaphragm condenser microphone with multiple polar patterns. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Low Fellow Nose back at you with another tech take, and well, this is tech that was not sent to me. I actually got the OC0818 with my own money. This is a microphone that I've been eyeing for a very long time. If you're not aware, I'm a voice actor for 17 years and a content creator for 7 years. So I know my stuff when it comes to creating good audio and solid video. In fact, the main microphone that I use for my voiceover work is an Sennheiser MKH416. I've got one there and I've got one in the booth as well. And for this YouTube content, this is a Sennheiser. I'll put the name of this one right here, but it's an awesome microphone. Now, the thing is, I really wanted a high quality condenser microphone as a part of my collection. Yeah, the MKH416 does great, but it's really great for, like promo work, things where you really want your voice to stand out. As far as, well, from my impressions of condenser microphones, they capture a lot of great detail, a lot of presence, but at the same time, you would kind of use them, as I would guess, probably natural voiceover work. I'm hesitant as I'm saying this because if you're into like voiceovers, you know that no microphone is the same for anyone. It depends on the talent. The actual gear has very little to do with anything. In fact, what's great for me not be great for you, and vice versa. I know from experience after years, the MKH416, it just fits my voice. So to be honest, I don't even know if this microphone will actually sound good on me, but I've been eyeing it for a very long time. And again, I really want a high quality condenser microphone as a part of my kit, just in case if a need arises where if we need a high quality read on a condenser microphone. And especially I like the fact that you have different polar patterns and stuff. In this video, I know this has app support. I'm not going to get into all of that. What I do want to focus on is the open box, giving you my first raw impressions of the OC0818, and let's go from there. I'm hoping to give you some audio samples from right here in my studio setup, a sample when I'm in the booth, and also another sample when I actually have it connected to my preamp when I'm doing voiceovers. So let's get straight into it. All right, so here we go. Actually, before we let's see the other side of the box, shall we? All right, so a list of things: the microphone, your suspension, a windscreen, a holder, and a cable as well. Frequency range, 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. Wouldn't expect anything less. You want the full frequency range. I'll be honest with you, there's a lot of stuff here where I'm just like, that's nice. But yeah, dimensions, weight, and stuff. All right, that's nice. Okay, but I gotta tell you, I like it's like a treat opening this one up. All right, here, let's bring this to the side. Man, I would have been just fine with a box, but you've got a case inside of a box. That's just, wow. Okay, here we go. Hey, it's pretty light. You would think this, the look of it seems kind of heavy, but it's actually pretty light. All right, nice little suitcase here to show off your microphone. Let's get into it. All right, so bring it up. Let's bring it over here. You got your warranty card. I will definitely be activating that. Oh, look at this guy. Yeah, this guy made sure that my microphone is working great. Awesome. Quick start guide. Not gonna take a look at that. We're just gonna figure it out as we go. And here we go. Oh, this is heavy. Oh, yeah, this got some weight. The shock. It's plastic, but it's got some weight to it. It's our shock filter or shock mount. Another version to hold our microphone, I guess. And we have a very unique. Oh, I think this is for the second microphone. I'm not going to go too much into this just yet. My focus is on the actual sound of the microphone, my first impressions. And of course, you have a pop filter as well. And let's actually get to the star of the show. Here we go. All right, I'm going to put you off to the side. Thank you for looking so awesome. And here we go. The OC0818. Yeah, it's got a nice strong build to it. I believe this is for, you can actually connect this to two. Oh, okay. Whew, I thought that was a dent. It was just something there. But yeah, we have our emblem. We have our low pass filter from 0 to 40 to 80 to 160. Man, I can only imagine what that sounds like. 160. Change my voice altogether. We have a pad from 0 to -10 to 20. And of course, we have our polar pattern for figure 8, a super cardioid circle, and then that. Not really sure what the two are, but we'll figure it out. We'll go through the different patterns. But yeah, I like it, man. It's got a nice feel to it. It doesn't feel like cheap. You know, yeah, it feels good. I like it. Okay, so let's set this up so we can have our first sound test of the Austrian Audio OC0818. All right, so here's my initial impressions, raw initial impressions of the Austrian Audio OC0818. And I got to tell you, this microphone sounds smooth. One thing that I'm noticing right off the bat is that I don't think I need to have this pop filter on. I mean, yeah, Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers to pick his pony. I don't know. I mean, yeah, you can sense that there might be some kind of plosives happening there, but man, for a regular conversation, especially if this is not up on my face, like if I just had it a little more off to the side, yeah, I don't think I would actually need a windscreen on this to prevent from plosives. Yeah, I really like the sound of this. It sounds so smooth. I do hear my AC running in the background. I'm not really worried about the noise floor or the sound rejection from this microphone, but I'm loving this. And of course, right now I have it on regular cardioid pattern. So let's actually take this for a spin so we can see what this sounds like. Oh, and just so you know, I'm recording on Adobe Audition, and I'm recording on this ESI. If I can get into the screen. Yeah, the cords are too short. This ESI Amber i1 audio interface that I'm currently testing out to review. But it is a professional audio interface, and it sounds good to me right now. This entire combination sounds really good right now using this. Yeah, can't wait to see what happens when I bring this into post. I'll give you some differences of what it sounds like in post, and I know with EQ, with processing and without processing. But this sounds smooth. It sounds full. I feel like I've got this nice, bubbly, warm thing happening right now within my voice, which is, I like it. I definitely like it. I'm just saying things right now because there's kind of like there's this timbre that I feel happening in my voice as I'm speaking. It's just like, ooh, I want to keep hearing this, which is pretty cool. All right, so let's try out the different polar patterns, shall we? So right now, of course, we have the cardioid. I'm going to go to hypercardioid. No, actually, I'm going to turn it around. All right, so this is what it sounds like as I'm talking to it in the front, and as I'm turning it to the side, we can definitely hear the drop down of my voice from it. And now I'm speaking to the back of it, which you can hear right now. And let's bring this all the way around to, I'm not going to bring it out because my XLR cable is getting in the way, but I'm going to bring it right back around to me, and there we go. Oh, there goes that bubble warm sound that I so love. All right, let's try this on a different polar pattern. Let's go to the hypercardioid pattern. Click. Yeah, nice. And this is what it sounds like. Now, it should be giving me a more focused directional pattern on me, meaning that if I go off to the side a little more, you'll hear that my voice drops off a lot more compared to I'm in front. Compared to the hypercardioid pattern, it'll probably give you more leeway if I were to go to the side. So go to the side, and of course, yeah, you're still hearing my voice a little more presency off to the side, but when you go to the hypercardioid pattern, give it a moment. It sounds like I've just dropped off just a bit, but there goes your hypercardioid. And let's turn this around. This is what it sounds like as I'm speaking to it. Oh, and it's dropping tremendously from there. And let's bring it right back around to the front. Now we have our 8 pattern, which of course it'll pick up on the front and the back. Of course, you can use this for, let's just say you want to have like a conversation. I don't know why you would want to do that, but they give that example all the time, right? Maybe someone's talking here and someone's talking there. Blah, 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 blah. Sure, why not? But now we're speaking on the now we're speaking on the 8 pattern. So when I turn it off, when I turn it to the side, you'll hear my voice dropping off. But when we get to the back, you'll hear my voice come back in full. So here we go. We're now turning it to the side, and now you can hear the drop off. And as we turn it around, you should hear my voice fine. I'm going to move up more for proximity because, as I turn it around, it's a little further away. But I'm going to start bringing it back all the way around again. And there you go. Yeah. Oh, man. I love the process. Ooh, man. Okay, let me go back to cardioid for that. I really like the proximity effect when it comes to this microphone. Oh, man. I hope right now what I'm hearing is accurate, and it's not just my headphones giving me this faux pas sense of like, oh, yeah, there's real lot of bottom on this microphone. I like it so far. All right. Now, without having read the quick start guard yet, I'm not really sure what this polar pattern is. It's just a clear circle in the middle. I'm not going to try to guess. Okay. It's got like, you can do a polar design. I'll be honest with you, I'm probably not going to do any kind of videos on that. I don't have the need to design my own polar pattern. But it's not letting me know what that polar pattern is. I don't know what it is. Okay, maybe it's just 360 all around. Here we go. All right, so now I'm talking, and here it is, and now I'm turning it around, and yeah, it almost sounds the same all around, obviously because, you know, my proximity is changing, but it still sounds good. That's it. I don't care what the pattern is, as long as it sounds good, then I'm game. And let's go to this last one, the solid one. I don't know what that means, but I'm sure those who are watching, you can tell me in the comments down below, but yeah. All right. And now this one. Oh, wait. Okay. This one did something different to my voice. Not really sure what it is. I'm sure I'll find out after the fact. But yeah, I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because realistically, I'm either going to use cardioid or supercardioid, hypercardioid for my example. All right, let me bring that right back, and we're now back to regular. And I'll tell you, I expressed to you early on that, you know, it's always a gamble when it comes with any microphone. You just don't know what microphone you get is going to work for your voice. I'm liking this. Obviously, I've got to try this with a couple auditions, with a couple clients, see what they like. But yeah, I'm liking it. I don't even want to put this on because, well, okay, let's try. All right. It's kind of tough. Okay, it's on. I don't like it. I don't like it. This is a beautiful looking microphone, and this thing is being covered by this. I don't know. Looks like a head cover. But we'll try the plosives. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers for his porcupines. I don't know. All right, that's your plosive test. All right, now what we're going to do now what we are going to do is I want to bring this into my booth and give you a sense of what that sounds like in there and see how well it happens within a booth environment. So let's switch there right now. All right, so inside of the booth, and I'm thinking about trying two tests, and you know, two birds, one stone. Let's have a grip test and, of course, a sound test with inside of the booth. First, I gotta say, this microphone is very, very, very quiet. I am not hearing anything. No self noise, no nothing. It's just me and my voice going through the preamp, and that is it. I don't know if that's a testament to the preamp or the microphone, but everything is just silent and quiet. I'm impressed. I am super impressed. I'm hearing far less self noise, room noise than even my regular setup. And my regular setup is, again, the 416 to a Avalon preamp, and then going to my audio interface out there. And right here, I got my laptop here, the interface here, and the microphone. This is a quiet setup. I like the sound. Again, I like the sound of this microphone. And at the same time, I'm holding it too. Right? So here, let's go. I mean, yeah, you can hear my finger going across the grill. Not really too much on the top, on the body. I'm not hearing anything. I mean, I'll find out in post what it's doing, but oh man. Oh man, this is so awesome. Yeah. I think I made a right choice with this microphone. Now, here's the thing. Am I going to use it for auditions and client work? I'll say this right now in this point of the video. I want to. But that is yet to be seen. All right, let's connect this to my regular setup and see what that sounds like. And here we go. And ooh, man, this sounds present. Like, oh, okay, I might have to put the pop filter there. I got to be careful, but this sounds good. Just to give you a sense of what my voiceover chain looks like. Right now I have this connected to I got it connected to an Avalon V5 going to an Audient ID44 Mark II, recording in Pro Tools. Yeah, definitely have to put a pop filter in here at this range. But yeah, oh man, this sounds so good. What to do today in a minute or two to two. A thing distinctly hard to say, but harder still to do. For they'll beat a tattoo at 20 to 2, a rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-2. And the dragon will come when he hears a drum in a minute or two to two today at a minute or two to two. Wow! This thing sounds awesome. I mean, yeah. Still haven't decided if this is going to replace my microphone for my normal voice work, but oh man. Yeah, if there's a request for, hey, Lo, we like your read, but we'd want like a condenser performance, whatever that means, I feel confident that I got one right here. Yeah. Okay. Let me give you a sound. Let me give you a test of what it sounds like with the processing that I normally do on my voiceover. So this is what it sounds like when. Okay, I'll start over. What to do today at a minute or two to two. A thing distinctly hard to say, but harder still to do. For they'll beat at the 2 at 20 to 2, a rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-2. And the dragon will come when he hears the drum at a minute or two to two today at a minute or two to two. Man, this sounds awesome. Now I'm like, what took me so long? Well, no, it was the right time. Okay, let me go back outside. Let me give you my final thoughts on my first impressions. One word, wow. Before I reset this up, I just took a sneak peek at the audio that I just recorded, and man, it sounds really good. It sounds good. I would definitely say the chain, the setup, everything had that pro sound to it. And that's weird. You know, that pro sound is very subjective, but I would have to say clean, polished, clear, and upfront. Like there's a cutness about it that it's just standing above everything else. And especially when I added my my processing to my voice, that's when it just kind of like boop, it just kind of went up, you know, so it can compete over sound effects. So yeah, I like it. I am definitely happy with this purchase and adding it to my microphone closet or locker. Whatever, I'm happy about it. You know, I'm sorry for those of you who really want to see more details on the polar patterns or this thing for another microphone and connecting an app to it. That might be another video. I just want to give you my first impressions and what I thought about it as a voice actor and content creator. Man, you know, I want to find some way to use this for some current videos. I really like the no microphone in my face or my arm kind of deal, but if I can just find, if I were to start a podcast or do something, oh man, you know, probably wouldn't even pay attention to what I'm talking about. It's like, yo, what is that microphone? That microphone sounds awesome. What is it, huh? Oh, it's the what's it called again? Oh, the Austrian Auto OC0818. All right, guys. I really hope this video helped you out. If you have any questions, leave it down below, and I'll do my best to respond to you. Don't ask me instrument questions. I don't play instruments, so I don't know. I have no idea what this would sound like on this. Anything vocal? You know, feel free and try to ask. But thanks so much. I'll leave links in the description down below for everything that I used here. You guys have an awesome day. Take care. Bye.